Hello and welcome to another skill leveling video. As you've read the title, you can see that this one's for stress resistance. This is incredibly fast, and I would not be surprised if something like this gets patched out. Let me turn this music off. Um, Something like this is probably going to get patched out, or they're going to nerf it, or they're going to stop this way or this method of leveling it. So I'd suggest if you're interested in any way of maxing the level, get this done quick. Uh, if you're trying to just get it up for that skill quest, I think it's skier's quest. Again, do it as quick as possible. This is by far the quickest I probably ever leveled a skill in Tarkov. So what you want to do first of all is take everything off your character. Leave yourself with your secure container. Okay, you do not want to hatch it. The reason you don't want to hatch it is you're going to be healing to counteractive damage, and if you have a hatchet and you start healing, basically what's going to happen is you guys holding the hatchet, he puts the hatchet down, takes out the meds, heals, puts the meds away, and takes his hatchet back out. With the hatchet left at home, what happens is your guy just instantly does the healing animation, skips the whole, you could say, weapon swap animation, which makes this a lot easier because you're gonna be like counter healing damage. So every slight second that you waste when you're not healing, chances are you could die. Okay. So the first step, if you want to do this in small amounts, what I found was the easiest way to do it, for me, was to do it in kind of increments of 3. And when I say increments of 3, I mean bring 3 grizzly medkits with you, use all 3, then let yourself die, and then go back in with 3, just so you're consistent. Because I've had it when I was leveling it that I was bringing backpacks like full. It was a slightly bigger backpack than this, so I brought 1 grizzly here in my gamma, and I brought like 6 in my backpack. And you know, if someone passes you, they're not going to turn down the opportunity to get a free kill, especially on someone who's, quote, probably cheesing skills. Okay, so for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna do it with just 1, because as you see here, just a little bit of proof that it works. There's my elite. I will go through numbers with you because I can't obviously display how quickly I'm going up in skills. I'll just show you. I know the numbers. I paid attention to the numbers while I was leveling, so I know about this kind of thing. So what I'm gonna do is it is technically possible to just do this with 1 grizzly with no heals, no other heals. I mean, no water, no energy snacks. Over time, if you're doing it in group, like say 4 or 5 grizzlies, you're gonna need to bring a lunchbox or a water, because your hydration and energy decrease a lot quicker when you're with blacked out limbs. Okay, so for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna go with just a 1 grizzly. I'm gonna go to the shoreline. I'm gonna go offline, and we'll jump back once we get into the game. Okay, we're in now, and I took the liberty of running over here off screen just to save you guys time. This is the point that you want to be at. You want to be right near this fire. For the newer players, I'm going to bring a map up on screen. I'll kind of highlight the rough area of where we are now. The resort's just over this hill here. You could say, judging by the map, we're on the upper right side of the map. I've already mentioned that we need to leave our hatchet at home to make the healing animation quicker. This method is going to level primarily our stress resistance very quick, and it also slowly passively levels our health and our vitality. I personally did this method over the course of a few raids, but I want to say in bulk time, this took me less than an hour to go from, I think, level 6 to level 51. I know most people here are just looking to get it done a few levels just so they can get past that stress quest. That's fine. If you want to level it, it's also fine. Level it to max. So what I'm going to show you now is, first of all, we need to make a bleed on our legs. So this rock here, this little rock structure is perfectly fine. You will survive the drop off. So we're going to get up here, jump off, and get ourselves, hopefully, a bleed. If not, if it doesn't bleed, you're kind of screwed in a sense that if you don't have a CMS kit in your gamma or a splint or something like that, you're going to have to load in again. It's happened to me once where I didn't get a bleed. The other times, well, the other few times that I did it was perfectly fine. So we're gonna sprint and jump off. And there we have it, okay? I want to heal my stomach straight away. As you can see now, my head and my thorax, it's very low HP. The twitching that's going on my screen now is something to do with the Berserk perk. We want to heal our stomach. Everything else needs to go down to 0 via bleed. Now let's say that you jumped from a lower point and your head had like half health and your thorax had half health. You could walk through the fire, you could jump on the spot, it would slowly tick the damage down, but you need to make sure that when it says 1 out of 35 and 1 out of 80, its transition from 1 to 0 is just because of the bleeds, right? If you jump and that hits 0 or that hits 0, because of the jump, you drop dead. It's very important to let it bleed out. The next step is simple. You're going to stand right in the middle of the fire and your HP is going to go down. You heal with the grizzly, it's going to heal you up. You repeat this process till your grizzly is gone. I've worked it out that every single use of this grizzly, this now, is going to give me approximately 10.2 skill points in stress resistance. I didn't do the math for health. Oh, actually, no, to be fair, I did do the math for health. It was between 0.1 to 0.2 skill points each time I did it for health. Vitality is the one that I didn't check. So each time I'm using this, 10.2 skill points. On average, with 3 grizzlies, I was getting about 10 to 12 levels each raid. And this is going up very quick, right? I'm already max, so you're not going to notice the progression. But if you're sitting here, you can do it with friends. We did it in a group of 3. What I noticed when you're doing it in a group of 3, the fire burns you a lot quicker for some reason. So you got to really be on your A game, focusing, you know, dragging it over, making sure you're going to get it with like pinpoint precision. Otherwise, you might drop dead from the fire. What I'll say is if you're noticing here, above my energy, I have a down arrow that says 11.8. That means every minute I'm losing 11.8 energy. When energy goes to 0, if you haven't had anything, chances are shortly after you're going to drop dead. The hydration down leveling is 1.8. It's not nearly as bad as the energy. You got to really work on your energy or focus on your energy. But yeah, this is literally it. That's all there is to it. You're going to fly up your stress. You'll get your quest done. I am aware I would call this down to cheesing. But it's in the game now. If you want to fly through your quest, this is the method. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that have used this method and, you know, might not want to put it out there. But yeah, that's your stress resistance, your health, and your vitality leveling. Thank you for watching, and I'll get back to you guys on YouTube once I find another method for another skill. Take it easy, guys.